Hey guys, it's Will here, and once again I have another battle report for you, and these seem to be getting quite popular at the moment, so yeah, thought might as well put another one out. So tonight, it's my Necrons taking on Space Wolves, and once again we are still warming up for the COG Old School tournament. This is probably going to be my last chance to play before the tournament, so yeah, I need a good result for the Necrons here to get some momentum going into that. Now, the mission we've rolled up tonight is going to be once again one of the missions from the Old School tournament rule pack. This one, I can't remember the name of it, but basically there are 3 objectives worth 3 points each, equally spaced along the centre line of the table. And in addition to that, there's the normal, what they're called secondary objectives. So 3 points per objective, and secondary is really being the deciding. It's 1500 points, standard force organisation chart, as they all are for practicing for this tournament. And yeah, let's take a look at the armies. So here's my Necron army. This is the same list as I used against the Imperial Guard last week, but one slight alteration. I've now finished converting up my Auric and the Diviner, so I'll actually have a proper model for him to lead the army. So he's my Warlord, and backing him up is a Necron Lord with a Resurrection Orb and the Solar Star. For my elites, got a squad of 5 Lich Guard with the Hyperphase Shields and Deflection Shields, and they're all riding in a Night Scythe, all as one big Death Star unit. Now my troops, I've got 1 unit of 10 Tester Immortals and 2 units of 10 regular Necron Warriors, and then everything else has gone into fast attack. I've got 5 Tomb Blades with Gauss Blasters, 6 Wraiths and 6 Necron Destroyers. So quite a compact list, but certainly not lacking in resilience or punch. There we have it, 1500 points of Necrons.
Right, here is my 1500 of Space Wolves. So my first HQ choice, I have a Wolf Lord. He has the Jump Pack, Runic Armour and the Wolfenstone. Then I've got a Wolf Guard Battle Leader on a Thunderwolf, pair of Wolf Claws, and he has Runic Armour, no, the Armour of Russ. Then for troops, I've got 2 units of 5 Grey Hunters with comm weapons and a plasma gun. And they're both in Razorbacks with twin-linked assault cannons.
By the way, liking the new Forge World assault cannons on there.
Yeah, finally. They're horribly expensive, but they're kind of worth it. We've got 3 Thunderwolf Cav, all with Storm Shield and 1 Thunderhammer. 15 Fenrisian Wolves, just because I like wolves. My last troop would be 10 Blood Claws with a Pack Leader with a Frostblade, and there is a power weapon in there, and they'll be in a Rhino. And then last but not least, 2 long flame packs, 1 with 4 plasma cannons, 1 with 4 las cannons. And that's my 1500.
So Sam won the roll-off to deploy first, and he's kind of deployed in quite a tight cluster in the middle of the board, looking towards this mission's 3 objectives. He's got his Thunder Wolves in the middle, with his other wolves off to the side, and then the tanks flanking his army. Long Fang's first units in the trees, other units at the back. To be honest, I'm not sure that the deployment really favours him here. It's a little bit too line of sight blocking in the centre of the board. It wasn't intentional when we set this up, but yeah, it's not great for the Long Fangs, to be honest, but yeah, that's the Space Wolves. Then the Necrons, we've spread out a lot more here. I've got my Mortals and my Wraiths down on this flank. Warriors kind of in the centre, big block slightly off to the side here, second unit of Warriors and the Destroyers, and then my Tomb Blades are right off the flank. I was really careful here to try and stay out of range of those plasma cannons. They will make a mess of my army if I let them, so yeah, we've got to play some shenanigans with them. But other than that, looking like potentially a very good game here. In reserves, I've got my Night Scythe carrying my Lich Guard and the attached characters, and yeah, that's the deployment. So, as I said before, in this mission, 3 objectives, all 12 inches apart along the centre line, and as well as troops being troops being OBSEC, fast attacks being OBSEC in this mission. Because it's old school rules, there is no seize the initiative. So here we go, Sam, your first turn.
Right, so here we are with my turn 1. On this side, this all moved up. Razorback moved 6, then turbos because it was just out of range, just to block that gap. These guys moved up a little bit cautiously, worried about the Wraith counter charge. They'd rather get the charge than be charged. Thunderwolves just don't care, they went for hell for leather. Las Cannons shot up at the Immortals, he was the only viable target and killed 1. Plasma Cannons shot down the line, killed 2 warriors in that unit there. 1 split fired at the destroyers but scattered way off. And then these 2 just moving up to this end objective. So a pretty much uneventful turn 1, a few casualties here and there, but we'll see how the Necrons retaliate.
So my plan worked quite well. Turn 1 I weathered the fire of the Space Wolves and now I'm ready to counterattack. Really wanted to make sure I got first blood here, so I moved up these warriors, these destroyers into these ruins here, and the Tomb Blades down the flank and focused on that Rhino. Original plan was that the Tomb Blades and the warriors with their Gauss would wreck it and then the destroyers could open up on the Blood Claws. But unfortunately the first 2 units didn't do the job and I had to use the destroyers to finish it off, which meant the Blood Claws are now somewhat fine, but I brought the destroyers back to use the warriors as kind of a screen, so they should, I reckon the warriors will die this turn, but then the destroyers will be in position to wipe out the Blood Claws with their heavy weapon fire. In the centre, just ambled these guys for a few inches, lined up some shots, put a wound on the Thunderwolves, and I split the Wraiths over here, wanting to lure the Thunderwolves in, and the Immortals moved up and put a whole point on that Razorback. So I got first blood, but not much more. But we are in a decent position here. Let's see how the Space Wolves are going to counter in turn 2.
So, Space Wolf turn 2. Not much movement-wise. These guys just nudged up a little bit. Thunderwolves shot to where they are now. Blood Claws moved up towards the Warriors. This Razorback nudged up, and that was about. Oh, this Razorback moved over, and these guys got out. So in the shooting, these guys shot the Immortals, killed like 1, maybe 2. 1, yeah, 2 by the looks of it. The Razorback shot didn't do anything. Las Cannons fired at the Destroyers and killed 1. The Assault Cannon from that Razorback shot the Destroyers for no effects. Blood Claws over here shot and killed 2 and then charged and killed another 2, I do believe it was.
Yeah,
so
2 for 1.
And then Plasma Cannons here, 1 split fired up at the Destroyers but got hot, didn't die. And then the other 3 split fired over at the Tomb Blades. And due to Jink and bad scatters, didn't get any hits or wounds on them, so that was about it. Then it was Assault. So Blood Claws charging over here, do 2 casualties for 1 in return, the Necrons don't break, and that combat continues, which is good for me because now I'm not going to get my face shot by those destroyers. The Thunderwolves had a little bit better luck. They charged in and massacred what was left of that warrior squad there, and then they just consolidated backwards. So it's a good break of the centre for the Space Wolves, so we will see how Necrons retaliate on turn 2.
Before I start my turn, just 2 rolls I want to make on camera. Firstly, does Orican empower this turn? No, he doesn't. And does my Night Scythe actually turn up? Yes, it does. Here we go. So I started turn 2, blasting the Night Scythe down here and dropping out the Lich Guard right near to the Plasma Longfangs, ready to deal with them next turn. I tried to shoot them with my Solar Star to get blind off on them, but it wasn't going to happen because I'd gone really fast, so it was only going to be snapshots, so nothing there. These guys were also snapshotting as they continued down this flank, went into the Razorback there, but did no damage. Now, other than that, I swung the Wraiths across to deal with the Wolf, Space Wolf, what are they called, Thunderwolves. I actually managed to kill 1 from the fire of the Destroyers, and then I lost 1 Wraith on the way in before wiping out most of the squad, leaving just the battle leader fleeing for his life. like a cowardly little puppy. Over here, the Immortals just stepped back a few inches and took some shots at the Grey Hunters, who passed their leadership test, but 2 of them are dead. And yeah, that was about it. In this combat here, the Blood Claws completely worked. Only got like 1 kill on the Necrons, partly thanks to some good armor saves, partly thanks to Blood Claws just not being very good, quite frankly. So they're still stuck there, and I'm just going to roll for these destroyers' jump pack moves. Oh, they're going 12 inches, so that's pretty a nice handy way to finish my turn. So yeah, objectives at the moment are all in Space Wolf hands, but hopefully it won't stay that way for long. Here we go, Space Wolf turn 3.
So, Space Wolf turn 3, and that was quite a successful turn there. So, to start with this Razorback and this Greyhound squad shot into the Mortals, reduced them down to just 3 models. The Las Cannons moved and ran up. Then this Razorback dumped its cargo on that objective, and combined with this squad, the Touch Squad and Razorback fired into these Lich Guard. He popped his Resorb and they killed 1 Lich Guard. One of the Plasma Cannons split fired at a bike and killed 1. And then that was pretty much it for shooting. So successful kill the Lich Guard. Woo! And most of the Immortals. Combat wise, these guys joined up with the Wolf Lords who had just rallied thanks to National No Fear and charged into the Wraiths, killed all but 2 of them, and then lost 2 wolves in return. So that's an ongoing combat. Should be interesting to see how that pans out.
The Wraiths automatically hold there thanks to Fearless.
Yeah. And over here, the Blood Claws versus the Warriors went 1 for 1 again. So yeah, on to Necrons, turn 3.
Yeah. Okay, so with no good shots on for the Night Scythe, I flew that off the board to come back on next turn, and Orican failed to empower. So yeah, not a great start, but let's see what we can do. So down here, the Destroyers moved up to this position, fired on the Space Wolves in the cover there, killed 3 of them, and then a further one died to the fire of the Tomb Blades. Over here, the Immortals stepped back and killed another Space Wolf. So yeah, that's still pretty close, but I think they might just get me there. And over this, I was really disappointed. So my Lord fired his Solar Staff and killed 2 of the Plasma Gunners. I then attempted to charge, and because of the 2 kills I made, failed my charge. So yeah, not great there, but and to add insult to injury, I lost 1 on Overwatch. Yes, I actually lost a Lich Guard to bolt pistol Overwatch fire. I was not amused, not amused. Things went better down here though. The Wraiths managed to pass all their saves, and the Wolves are killed 3 Wolves, so won that one, but they held. But then down here the Blood Claws finally finished off the Necron Warriors. So still pretty close at the moment. Like I said earlier, the Wolves hold centre ground right now, but will they by the end of the game?
Right, so turns coming in thick and fast. Movement, Grey Hunter hopped in the Razorback. Razorback shot Lich Guard, killed 1. These guys all moved up. Plasma Cannons ran away, the last guys moved up. I think they managed to kill another Lich Guard through bolt pistols, last guns snap firing. Over here, Razorback and 2 men shot Immortals, killed 1 between them. And then the combat again, Wraiths not failing saves, they're up to like 14 pass saves without failing 1. And then killed 2 puppies and they ran away, which is annoying. Could have run away last turn when it would have actually been useful, but nope, decided to do it in the Necron turn. And then over here, Blood Claws moved up, assaulted Destroyers, killed 1 for no casualties in return.
Oh yeah, 1 and a wound.
Yeah, 1 and a wound. So on to Necron turn 4.
Yep. So turn 4 started just as planned. Orican empowered, and then his unit popped out into the open and popped the Solar Staff, hoping to charge these guys. I refrained from shooting them because I really wanted to get the charge off, and as luck would have it, rolled a double 1 for my charge and failed. So yeah, yay! He's now standing out in the open, but at least Solar Staff will be snapshots only this turn, so no threat from the plasma guns. Other than that, I moved the Wraiths over the Wolves and into combat with the Longfangs. Only killed one of them, but for no casualties in return, that's not bad. Wraiths have actually passed about 23 up saves in a row now, so something's about to give there, I think. Down here, backed off the Immortals again and killed another Longfang, Grey Hunter. And, oh yeah, the Two Blades swung in from the flank and went for the Razorback, put a whole point on it, but not as much as I would have liked. And finally in this combat down here, I lost another destroyer for no casualties in return, but at least it's keeping the blood claws away from the objective. So not a great turn, but at least the Death Star's still pretty safe. On to Space Wolf, turn 5.
Right, here we are, end of Space Wolf turn 5. And the most dramatic fight, the Space Wolf over there finally killed the Immortals. With help of the Razorback. These guys rallied, charged into the Wraiths and murdered them, finally, by the skin of their teeth. Very large teeth they have. The Longfangs just consolidated and they consolidated there. The one dude jumped out to gain that objective and the Razorback stepped forward to get that one. Didn't bother shooting these guys much. I shot a single bolt round and 2 bolt rounds at them and did nothing. Just failed point blank to hit. And the combat at the back with the destroyers and the Blood Claws was a dead heat stalemate. So, we're on to Necron turn 5. I really hope it's the end of the game, or these 4 are just going to start mopping up. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Necron turn 5.
So it turns out last turn I forgot to bring the Night Scythe back on, so I've done that this turn. Shot this Razorback but failed to do any damage, but it was all about getting these centre objectives. So Tomb Blades shot at and subsequently charged this Razorback to try and contest this one, or try and claim this one, but we're only contesting. Didn't manage to do any significant damage. The Lord broke off from the squad and charged this guy, shot him first, but failed to kill him because he went to ground, and then he failed to kill him in combat as well. Orican had better luck. His unit broke off and broke off from the Lord and wiped out the Longfangs. And down here, I lost combat to the Blood Claws, and the destroyers finally ran off the table. So yeah, at the moment things aren't great. Contesting, Space Wolf held, Space Wolf held. So if this game ends now, it's a Space Wolf victory. It's a 3. Game carries on. Here we go. So, rolled in all of turn 6 together there. So the Space Wolf, Sam, remind me what you did again?
The Wolves from here charged Orican and Lich Guard, killed off all the Lich Guard. These guys challenged Wolf Lord versus Orican. Wolf Lord put 8 wounds, you partially reanimates the invons, and then you did 3 wounds to me and I failed all my 4-up invons.
Yeah, that was a bit bad luck on the part of the Wolf Lord, failing all 3 of his invons there, which left the Wolves without a leader, which meant they ran off because they had abysmal leadership, and Orican lucked out, caught them on the rundown, and bye-bye Wolves.
Otherwise, both the Soul Cannons shot the Tomb Blades, reduced them down to 1, and the Wolf Lord over here moved around, killed the Lord that was combating the single dude.
Yeah. Cool. Then in the Necron turn, Night Scythe swapped across here and fired into that OBSEC Razorback, blew that up. This one surviving jet bike hopped to just within 3 inches of the objective. So with fast attack scoring in this, that is Necron held. Down here, Orican charged the Tactical Marine and killed him quite easily, so that is contested. Over here, this Razorback is still holding that objective. So, at the moment, it's equal on objectives, 1 contested and 1 scored each. Space Wolves have Linebreaker, Necrons have Slay the Warlord, and First Blood. So right now, Necrons would win by 1 if it ends. No, 1 more turn. Here we go. So turn 7 was rather short and sweet. The Wolf Lord came over here and, was it Wolf Lord? No, it's Battle Leader. The Wolf Guard Battle Leader puzzled a crack grenade into the Tomb Blade and finally finished that unit off. So he's now holding that objective. And yeah, the Space Wolves tried to kill Orican, but to no avail. Now, Necron turn, Orican killed off the Devastators, and the Night Scythe shot for these guys didn't do any damage. But alas, as we end turn 7, Space Wolves holding here, Necrons holding here, Space Wolves holding here, and that makes it a Space Wolf victory. So well done there, Sam. Well played. I thought the Necrons had the resilience to do that, but clearly not.
Not quite. I've just held the objectives longer than you, so I think...
Yeah, you had the right things in the right place at the right time. Your tanks got lucky. I just didn't seem to have the right level of anti-tank fire. And
you just couldn't roll sixes. All your dice got taken up by your saves there.
Yeah, I had great save rolls, but my shooting was just ineffective. Oracan did what Oracan does and was an absolute beast. Lichguard didn't survive quite as well, but the Wraiths made up for it. But yeah, not bad. So tournament's only 2 days away now, and while I'm not 100% happy with the Necrons, they're doing well enough.
They're better than the Orcs.
They're better than the Orcs. Although I, you know, lost the game, I think I certainly did well. And another turn, Oracan takes out the Warlord.
If that had ended turn 5, I would have had it. If it ended turn 6, you would have had it. If it ended turn 7, I had it.
If there was an 8th turn, I'd take your Warlord on with Oracan.
That's iffy.
Yeah, he does the job. He's Oracan, he's a beast. But yeah, no, good game. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and join us again in hopefully only a few days' time for the full report on the tournament.